Hi, welcome to Mentoring Moments for Moms. I'm Gail Anderson. I'm glad you're watching today. Today I'm continuing our series on distance education, and the specific topic is making days special. Now I do want to bring up a couple of things from my last video. At the very end I talked a little bit about recreating your image as a parent. You know, we have to be intentional with our parenting, and I feel like we have an opportunity during this time of the coronavirus, where we're all sheltering in place, to be able to recreate that image as a parent. I heard Pastor Ethan Vance talk about that, and it is a fantastic thing to think about during this time. A little bit of intentionality as a mom will go a long way during this season. So one way to be intentional is to make your days special. The first way that I think we can do that is to put a label on the day. You can make anything special by labeling it, putting quotation marks around it. It makes the day special just because of the label. For us, we did things like PJ Day. Everybody would wear PJs all day long. Red Day, where we had red foods that we would eat. We would wear red clothes. We used a red pen in school, all those different things. School in bed day, things that, you know, it takes nothing to do these things. Absolutely, doesn't cost you a thing. Just a little bit of thought, a little bit of planning, a little bit of intentionality, and everything becomes more fun for us and for our kids. Backwards day, wearing your clothes backwards. Maybe eating your meals with your left hand if you're right-handed. However you want to interpret that, put the label on the day and make it fun. The second way is to do usual things in an unusual way or at an unusual time. One of the most fun things for us is when I woke the kids up at midnight for ice cream. Nothing unusual about ice cream, nothing really special about the kids getting to eat ice cream. But waking them up at midnight to eat ice cream absolutely was a huge deal, absolutely huge. Sometimes as a mom, we just have to break the rules. And it's the exception, but we should make exceptions. Everything shouldn't always be perfectly planned out, scheduled, and the way it's supposed to be. It makes it much more fun when you do that. How about having dessert before dinner? Or during this time, when you're doing distance education, can you allow them to do school in a different place? They're still doing their work. It makes no difference, but couldn't they do it out at a picnic table or sitting on their bed or out at a park, somewhere different? Everything seems more special that way. We also did something we called Summer Day. It was really long winters in Wisconsin when we lived there and we were homeschooling. And it was so cold all winter long, very cloudy. So we developed a summer day where we would turn the heat up. Everybody wore shorts and t-shirts or swimsuits, and we got to pretend it was a summer day. We had summer foods. We had a picnic in the living room. You fill up a big bathtub and let them swim in their swimsuits. Whatever you can do to make it a special day and make it fun. Another thing I did in breaking the rules was using a mattress on the stairway. Now, I don't know how we came up with that. Maybe it was sledding during the summer, who knows? But we were sliding down on a mattress on the stairway. Nobody got hurt, nothing bad happened, but it was one of those crazy, crazy ideas that my kids will never, ever forget. And when you hear your kids talking to their friends about something crazy that your family did, boy, that's all it takes for you to say, man, I need to do more of this. This has given me a lot of equity with my kids. So it's a lot of equity for just very little effort on your part. Okay, the third way would be to start some traditions. Now, part of what I did as a mom is I wanted our family to feel close. I wanted our family to be a team. I wanted us to be unique. I wanted there to be special things about us Andersons. So establishing traditions was part of that. And some of these were just automatic traditions, which everyone has their own traditions for celebrating birthday, celebrating Christmases, celebrating Christmas Eve. Those things are just expected. But it's when you establish new traditions that are unique to just your family that it makes it really, really wonderful. So an example would be, we lived up in Wisconsin, moved there from Tulsa, where we really didn't have the clear 4 seasons. And when we were in Wisconsin, we had beautiful falls. The colors were amazing. And so sometime for a family night, we would wind up taking a walk, kicking through the leaves and just enjoying the beautiful fall colors. Well, after doing that a few years, one of my daughters said, "Hey, when are we going to take our fall walk?" This became a tradition that we didn't even realize we were doing. So we always did a fall walk. It was really fun. Another thing was garage parties. And believe it or not, this probably happened because I was a mom who needed my kids to go outside and play. And what was I going to do on a rainy day? All of a sudden, I'm encountering a day which is totally averse to the kids being outside. So we moved the cars out of the garage, we swept the floor, put a little picnic table out there, let them ride their bikes, rollerblade, play ball, do tennis against the garage door, do Play-Doh, have a picnic there. It became a huge deal, and on rainy days, they wanted to be outside the entire time in the garage. So garage parties are an Anderson tradition. So do these things, put a label on it, repeat it, and you've got a handful of things that are so special to your family and things that your kids will remember. One of the most heartening things for me is to see my own kids with their kids carrying on some of these same traditions. It's wonderful. You have probably started traditions on your own and just haven't labeled it as that. So sit down and think about what those things are and start a few new ones. Now I've got a couple of PDFs that I'll put in the notes for this. A list of just some of our traditions for the Anderson family, as well as, I think it's just that one page. So anyway, be intentional during this time, in your time with your kids, in your time doing distance education, and make it special. So when you look back on this time, you'll have great memories of it. One other thing I want to bring to your attention is if you're at all interested in these videos on mentoring moments for moms, I encourage you to look at the 10 things I do again as a mom. Those are some of my favorite videos, some of the first ones I did, and I think you'll have fun looking at those. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make it a great day.